Assalamu alaikum guys, greetings from Saudi Arabia. So I plan to make this short video on Saudi Arabia due to the large number of requests that I have been receiving lately. Saudi Arabia is a country where much of the landmass consists of desert, and this makes it the most challenging country to be in. It is not only challenging because the weather conditions are extreme and we're always dying for water, but also because it proclaims that the Quran is the constitution of the country, which is governed on the basis of Sharia law. Due to these activities being held in Saudi Arabia, it could never be called more than a desert, with a few men beating women here and there. Now, Saudi Arabia is known for its women oppressing properties by not letting them study, not letting them use the internet, not letting them enjoy life, keeping them behind the wheel, suffocating them, the list goes on. And for men, they're just known for being very violent and oppressive towards female. Yeah, that is it. Other than that, the Saudi legal system is known for having the least human rights, as it prescribes capital punishments for crimes such as murder and robbery, rape, smuggling, homosexual activity, etc. Moving on to the country, Saudi Arabia is just known for having a lot of deserts and a lot of camels. So therefore, our basic means of travel is, of course, the camel. Really? Is it that bad?
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, commonly known as Saudi Arabia, is the largest Arab country of the Middle East. It has an estimated population of 28 million. Saudi Arabia's economy is largely oil-based, with strong government controls on most economic activities. Saudi Arabia is the world's largest exporter of petroleum and the second largest producer of crude oil. It is a rich country, strictly adhering to Sharia law, and therefore is a tax-free country. This makes Saudi Arabia financially the most attractive, safe, and stable country to be in. There are over 8 million migrants from countries all around the world, including non-Muslims. Although Arabic is the official language, English is widely spoken by residents. Saudi Arabia is known as the birthplace of Islam. The kingdom is sometimes called the land of two holy mosques, in reference to Mecca and Medina.
So this is a little bit of what Saudi Arabia looks like. There's a lot more to show, and certainly there's a lot more water to show. If you're interested, just let me know. I'll post a video next time. But this is not exactly why I wanted to make this video. I'm making this video to remove a lot of misconceptions that many non-Muslims are having, or even you can say Muslims are having towards Saudi Arabia, who just like to speak whatever they hear or whatever the media tells them. For those of you who do not know me, I'm born and raised in Saudi Arabia. My name is Lubna Zahid, and I study here as well as work. I know how to talk in English. I know how to use the internet. Am I oppressed? No, I'm not. Have I traveled? Yes, I have certainly traveled, and therefore I can make a comparison between other countries and Saudi Arabia. I've been receiving a lot of emails lately saying that Saudi Arabia is a very barbaric and oppressing country towards female. Well, Saudi Arabia is not the perfect country, and so isn't any country perfect. But for a Muslim, I think there's no other better, safer, and tension-free country to be in. There is a lot to talk, there is a lot to tell about Saudi Arabia, but I think that I just have 10 minutes and I won't be able to cover all topics. But I'm going to try and cover the main topics, the main emails that I've been getting over and over since 6 months or more, I guess. Number one criticism that Saudi Arabia usually gets is lack of freedom. Human rights have repeatedly expressed concern regarding lack of freedom in Saudi Arabia. Now, to begin with freedom, you must first realize that for a Muslim, the word freedom does not have a similar meaning that you see in the Oxford Dictionary. Islamically, freedom is to be free from the slavery of this world, from the slavery of this society, the culture, the peer pressure, etc., etc. We believe that it is not the society which keeps the standards of being identified as beautiful or ugly, open-minded or conservative, poor or rich, etc., etc. But it is actually God who has the right to keep such standards and not the society. This in the eye of a Muslim is eternal freedom. So, number one point is Saudi Arabia has freedom. freedom which is Islamically correct, not secularly. We do not believe that wearing what you want to wear or doing what you want to do is freedom. But being completely yourself is actual freedom. And hello, if you're wearing immodest clothing, it's not because you're doing it out of freedom. It's because you are a slave to your society. You believe that what the society keeps is actually the truth. If the society is telling you to be immodest, you will be immodest. If the society asks for modesty, you will accordingly be modest. But that's like being very narrow-minded. You actually are restricted only to your society. You cannot think anything ahead of that. And this is the idea Saudi Arabia runs on. You do not find cinemas here, you do not find clubs here, because all these things are nothing other than fantasy. They do nothing other than brainwashing you and making you feel ugly if you do not have what they portray. You see, Saudi Arabia is a very practical country. It is better that they spend their money on something useful other than making fantasy materialistic houses for people which are nowhere close to reality. Now, if you want to watch a movie, it's not difficult. You can buy CDs or you can watch them on the internet, which everyone over here does. But you just don't have fantasy houses where the society gets together and being more and more materialistic day by day. Another big issue is the hijab, abaya, modesty as a compulsion and not choice. Now again, we as Muslims have to create an environment where it gets easy for females to practice Islam. Females and males, of course. Hijab has a lot to do with males as well as females. You see, we as human nature like to do what the society tells us to do, even though we know that that is slavery to the society. But still, because we have this human nature in us, we would like to be what the society tells us to be. So in a way, Saudi Arabia keeps modesty so that it's easy for females to be modest, you know? Because if your society is gonna tell you to be immodest, you will be it. If it demands modesty, you will be it. So, you know, in a way, Saudi Arabia has made it really easy for females to practice Islam. And females especially have the nature to compete with other females. So if there's no competition, it becomes really easy, you know, as a woman to follow Islam. So I personally think that Saudi Arabia should always keep up with these laws, whether females like it or not. Well, if they don't like it today, they might realize it later on in life and they might be thankful to Saudi Arabia. If a kid does something wrong, do you just let the kid be on their own? No, keep on correcting the kid until the kid learns and realizes his mistake. Okay, so one interesting article that I recently got was regarding Saudi females who strip dance in the privacy of their room in front of webcams. And according to the critics, it's because of frustration, it's because of oppression that females get so frustrated and stressed out of their oppressed life that they go in their room and they do all this crazy stuff. You know what? For Muslims who are blind, these kind of articles are a straight yes, yes. But for people who like to think, who like to reflect, will realize how stupid these articles are. Because there are still fewer women who strip dance in front of the camera and wear hijab while they go out than the half-nude so-called freedom-lover females. You don't really need to be very intelligent to think that way, but it's very simple. For every 5% of Saudi females doing this, there's going to be another 50% of non-Muslim females who are doing similar things or even worse. So, you know, let's just cut out these points that hijab is doing this to females and it's doing that and they're getting frustrated and they're doing all this nonsense stuff. So are they even doing it out of frustration? I don't think so. Number 3, women not having the right to travel alone. Well, let this be a joke, please. I've traveled a lot with friends. I see hundreds of Saudi females traveling alone with friends. So let's just cut that out. So in the end, I'd just like to, I think my time's even up. So yeah, in the end, this last point I'd like to say is that for sure I'm gonna get an email after this video if I do not say the following point. What has Saudi Arabia got to offer for non-Muslims? Is Saudi Arabia only for Muslims or it even welcomes non-Muslims? Well, yes, Saudi Arabia certainly does welcome non-Muslims. Saudi Arabia has specially designed some amazing compounds whereby they provide the exact kind of society that you are going to find in your place, or even better with reference to luxury and high standard living. A few examples of these compounds could be the Eads compound, the Thal compound, Najd village, Sasko village, Cordoba, Oasis village, Arizona, Ramco village, Kingdom compound, Aramco compound, and many more. So no one can say that Saudi Arabia does not welcome non-Muslim or anything of that sort, because Islam in Saudi Arabia is for Muslims, not for non-Muslims. They respect non-Muslims, and therefore they have provided these things for non-Muslims, even though they are not part of Islam. I think this should end my video, and thanks a lot for watching.